Who for?
Yeah.
Put him in a cage.
Look, because I feel like
Put him in a cage.
because you brought it up. I'm
We can
still
do
kind
it.
of
I
on it.
don't. That's another one that I need more research. It's like I saw him in the cage. Have you seen his videos though?
Let me tell you something about Phor. I've seen it. I'm trying to find it too. There we go. Let me tell you something, and this is what I was saying. People act like, I mean, no, not people act, because y'all don't know, y'all didn't see the page, but like when this photo came out, when I tell you, so many people was like, "Oh my stars, people's grabbing their pearls." I said, "This ain't half of what he be doing on there."
And he has this on Twitter.
He's on Twitter. Yeah, he on Twitter. He got a spicy page, because he promotes his spicy page on Twitter. He do a lot of this type of stuff. I mean, he got the whole dog mask. They be walking him.
Also, he likes to be degraded.
Yeah, I mean that's a kink. It's like a little kink thing. Yeah, I mean he got pegged. They pegged him. But he makes sure he's the last to do the doing, child. Because I'm getting pegged, but I'm also pegging these girls. Like, girl, okay.
So that's what So they take turns on
Yeah,
each
they
other.
verse. He a verse.
I mean, I don't know what works. If it works for them, is he in a relationship? No.
No. I think that he's just doing stuff with other content creators. He's working with other people. He recently got into an interview where he talked about, I don't know if it was the Angela Yee show. I'm like, oh, look at Angela Yee got her own little breakfast club.
She's actually doing a lot better. I don't watch her show, but I feel like, I don't know, it just seems like she has more of a backbone now that she left.
Because this is her show, really. I mean, she does it with the Jasmine brand. You like Jasmine brand? I like her.
I do.
Yeah, she's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I remember she liked my post one time. I was like, "Oh my god, it's Jasmine brand!"
Right? I'm surprised she's working with Angela Yee though. I feel like she could do better. I'm sorry.
Really? I mean, but but Angela Yee probably came to her with the deal,
right?
So yeah, I'm gonna go where the money at. But he talked on that show. I think it was that show. But he was like, basically, me after sleeping with like a trans woman, kind of open my scope of things. But I'm sorry, I remember there was this one clip on that show that he was on, that Black Ink Crew, where the girl, like the ex that really came out and said some things, she showed a video. She was like, "Yo, he literally sent this video to some girl, whatever," and he showed his ass. Like, you been was on that type of time. I mean, okay, you sleeping with a trans woman could have awoken something that was always within. But
listen, I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, come on.
I can't say what I gotta say with this picture up.
Okay, I'm gonna take it down.
And I mean this with all respect, but whenever I hear cis het man or just a cis Black man talk about his desires with trans women, I get a little, I don't know, because I find that it's very fetishizing.
Yeah,
it's very like, it's never like, oh, I'm in love with this trans woman, or it's always just like, I fucked a trans woman and it felt good, and it's just like, okay, like
okay,
I don't know, it's just something about it that's just very like,
be who you.
No, it's not even that. It's like a dirty, like they make it out to be like a dirty little,
like,
whatever.
it's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, and it's just like, it doesn't seem romantic. It doesn't seem, just as a woman, like if I was trans, or just as a woman, period, hearing them speak about their experience with trans women is just very cringy. It's never like just, oh,
Yeah, I seen that clip that you were talking about with Malik Yoruba.
He said, and like that's what, and like Angelica Ross and all the other trans women that like were getting behind him. I'm just like, girl, he is fetishizing y'all. Like, why are y'all even supporting? Why do you? But I mean, I guess you thought it was a step forward, but it really wasn't. Like, he wasn't talking about you like you were a human. He wasn't. So
Yeah. And I think when you only get that, it becomes like, I'm not saying Stockholm syndrome, but like, it you think that that's what you need, and no, you need someone that's going to treat you like a human being first. Now, I don't know about poor, but what I will say in defense of a lot of heterosexual men involving themselves in sex with women that are not conventional or norm or the norm, when it comes to pegging or when it comes to the woman being the dominatrix, whatever that means, right? I do think that we're now come to a place where heterosexual people in general are now understanding that they don't have to be in the box that was placed into them in society. So I will never fault, like, if a woman want to be a little bit dominant, she want to whip the man, she want to even peg him.
Right.
When it gets to the trans stuff, it does come off fetishizing, and then it turns into a whole different conversation. But
I'm
I'm
just talking
saying
about the way
between
they talk about them. But yeah.
yeah. But when it's between, because I be telling my best friend now, I'm like, look, and I'd be like, girl, ain't nobody making y'all do nothing. That's not what you into. But I'm gonna tell you right now, some people, you got some heterosexual friends with they persons that be doing, you don't know what they do behind closed doors, and it's okay. And I don't think that I don't know. I don't know what y'all think, but I think it's okay if it's like, you're exploring your sexuality. It's not just putting the P in the V. Okay. Sometimes maybe the girl want to put on the strap, or maybe the boy want to get whipped. I mean, it's just, it's sex.
Right. And sex is intimate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
So,
there's no one way to do it. It's
and
multiple ways.
I'm sure I would think that from
Mm-hmm.
a cis het, or just, yeah, I would think regardless, I'm just gonna speak to cis women because
Yeah.
because that's all I
Right.
know.
Right.
I've never pegged someone before, but I
Right.
would think that it would be like, I don't know, like a moment, like, okay, we're here, like,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Both people got
saying?
to be into it. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So I would think that would like ultimately bring y'all closer together.
It could. I mean,
It's just not for me. But then they say, oh, because that's what T.S. Madison was talking about with Jason Lee, that like, oh, cis het women, we're part of the problem because a lot of us are not open.
She said that.
Yeah, I'm taking her words out of context, but she said that we all contribute to the problem, including and the problem being down low men. That's what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
And like,
Well,
yeah, and she was saying like,
yeah,
we don't cis women, we don't foster safe environments for them to be who they are, and
I
then they
wouldn't have said cis
go,
women. I would have said the black community in general. If we're talking within our people,
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah,
and then I'll also layer that with, because of white supremacy,
right,
because the
absolutely.
way that society has it, we're supposed to be in the closet. We're not supposed to say this. We're not supposed to
Mhm.
do that. So I think to just say cis women, we're only the product of our environment,
Right. And
or,
she
or
also
y'all are,
took
yeah,
it she took it a step further and was like, and these, the people that are sleeping with the download man, whether it's, men or trans women, they're also a part of the problem because they know that they're on the low and they're like
yeah.
keeping their little secret. So I appreciated the conversation, but
Mhm.
I wouldn't be comfortable with fucking a man in his ass. I think that you should just go find someone that is.
That does, yeah. And this woman out there like that. This woman, because I know what it is. It's like you taking the power back, and it could be some women like that, or so, it
Yeah, there are
it's
women
a
that like
thing.
it. I'm not
Yeah,
interested. Mm-mm.
and it don't even have to be just pegging. I mean, like I said, put them in a cage, put them on a collar.
Maybe we could do that. I could do that.
You could do that.
Yeah, I think maybe a collar.
Mm, mm.
I don't know. Maybe like a slap.
Now, see, I wouldn't be with poor particularly because I feel like he definitely fetishizes a lot of things, honey,
Yeah,
girl.
he's gross.
But I could see myself doing all that. And, now the pegging, I'm a bottom child. I don't
So
do
you're
that.
not versed at all.
No, I'm not verse child. No, no, no. I'm gonna put you in the cage though. No, but I'm just saying, like, it's definitely some people, like I said, some people, even in the gay community, like it's very much with us, some of us, we try to hold on to okay, you the man in the relationship, I'm the man, you the woman, this that, or you. But like you got to understand, we got to break that, like, because we can't be like them because they're them and we
Right,
have to
right,
learn
yeah.
the balance,
You're not heterosexual. You can't
Yeah.
operate like a
But see, I think
heterosexual
that
person.
becomes because we never really learned how to properly be in relationships. You know who has? White. I give it to white people. I give it to because they were in, and I'm not saying that this is something like I want a white person now, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying that they had more, like a more of them. A white person, a white gay guy, is more likely to get married to either a black person or another white person more than a black man that's like not super rich or wealthy. Because like when it comes to the gay community, you see a lot of people in the entertainment industry or people that's wealthy. If you black and you gay and black and you got money, a white man's gonna come to you. But if
Yeah.
you're just like regular, and it's unfortunate that a lot of us don't get into relationships. We don't really know how to. A lot of the stuff that we're learning right now in our 20s and stuff like that, we should have been learning that when we was in high school. Going out and courting and going to the movies and not coming back home and having sex. Like you literally just go out and you don't
Right.
learn that type of stuff when you learn that shit now when
I
you're in
feel
your
like
20s
it's
and
the
30s.
same for heterosexuals though.
I don't know. Heterosexuals, they had, I mean, I guess if you wasn't pulling rank back in the day, then yeah, you wouldn't know. But like for the most part, y'all experience a lot in y'all teens and high school years, like when it comes to dating and stuff.
Um, I don't know. I feel like our generation, maybe like the
Hmm.
generations before, maybe, but this generation, like people don't go out on dates. People honestly, a lot of these relationships are
Hmm.
situationships. They just fall into fucking and then they've been fucking for some time and now we're together. Like it's not that's how a lot of these relationships are forming.
Hmm.
And it's not like, oh, this person pursued you and took you and courted you and took you out and like proved themselves to be worthy of your time and made it clear from the jump that they, their intentions were like that. A lot of people don't experience, like a
Hmm.
lot of us, we're not getting that. That's few far and in between. So yeah.
Right.
And a lot of black women. I mean, I don't know if you saw. We was talking about like single motherhood on my TikTok.
Yeah, I know you've been going back and forth with it. Like, child.
A lot of black women,
Hmm.
they are not getting married. Like, let's
Yeah,
just call
yeah,
it
that's
the
true. That's true.
name. We're not getting married. And so this narrative that y'all want to create that like, oh well, white women are the face of single motherhood. Well, white women are still the face of marriage. Like, let's be very clear. White women are still
Hmm.
getting married at higher rates than we are. So, and we're not slowing down and having kids. We're not. I've been to more baby showers than I've been to weddings.
Weddings, yeah. I ain't never been to a wedding.
Well, there you go. Because people aren't getting married, and if they are,
Like
it's in later in life.
that is so crazy. I've been to so many baby showers. You get what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. I mean, it is sad because it does feel like, love is dead. I mean, but I do look at people like you, Medusa, like you really, you married and it's a good thing. I'm so happy for you, but it's just like I have not seen that with a lot of
I'm the
people.
exception. I'm not the
Mhm.
rule.
Yeah.
And it is what it
Um,
is. It's like that's why it is a lot. It is a lot of pressure. It's like, damn,
mhm,
like it is a large accomplishment. Like,
mhm,
but you don't, and then when I say things, people think that I'm being, cocky. But I'm just
mhm.
being honest. Like, you don't really see people doing it like
Yeah,
we're doing it nowadays. You
yeah.
don't.
It's just, and that's just, dude, that's a whole
We're gonna talk about it on
right.
on Monday.